Hello, I'm Mary Jo. I've been a nurse for 50 years and I have lost over 100 pounds as a postmenopausal woman and reversed chronic disease in my life. This video is to further the conversation on the miraculous capability of G-bombs in our diet. Today, I thought I would take two categories together, onions and mushrooms. Now, onions are the allium family, and their claim to fame is the production of organosulfur compounds. Yes, it happens to be the sulfoxides inside the onion, chive, garlic cell combines with alliinase, the enzyme in the cell wall, similar to the production of ITCs in cruciferous vegetables. So you need some chopping, some major chewing, blending, cutting, whatever it is to combine these two elements, and they produce organosulfur compounds. Now, the organosulfur compounds produce the health effect of the allium family, and they also produce great flavor and a multitude of tears when you're cutting them up. So the next time you cut an onion and you are crying your eyes out because of the chemicals coming from the onion, what you should do is give thanksgiving for all the health benefits that onion possesses, and then feel free to rinse it under some cool water, and that will diminish your eyes' impact with the organosulfur compounds, because you really want them on the inside, not just decorating your eyes, right? So onions, chives, green onions, scallions, garlic, all of these beautiful vegetables claim to fame is multitudinal. I mean, you know that movie called Holes, where these boys are placed in a juvenile detention center, I suppose out in the middle of a desert, and this one guy escapes, and he is falling apart because he's in the desert without food or water, finds an oasis, and not only does he find water, but he finds onions. Yes, in the movie you see him reclining in a plush verdant area eating onions. And you may wonder, do onions really help? Yes, they are anti-bacterial, they are anti-viral, they are anti-parasitic, they are anti-fungal. And while they help get rid of all the bad guys that are annoying you, they also nurture, yes, your microbiome. And in doing so, that only makes the immune system stronger. What a fabulous story. So when you chop, chew, blend, pulse, whatever, you are taking like sulfoxides from inside the cell, combining with alliinase in the cell wall, producing these wonderful, healthy, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, anti-everything you don't want chemicals. You know, they're almost like nature's antibiotic, but they do not hurt the immune system, and they do not hurt the microbiome. They actually improve it. So that is kind of the fun story. A few caveats associated with onions and garlic. They also activate NRF2 antioxidant systems like cruciferous vegetables do. They do some scattered things, probably related to different chemical metabolic pathways, to include they decrease the ability of cholesterol synthesis. They prevent platelet aggregation. Now, that is, platelets clump together to produce clots. Now, if you fall over and you skin your knee, you want a clot to be produced. If you fall over and you get a black eye, that means you've got a vessel inside bleeding. You want to stop the bleeding. So this is not to suggest that would not still occur. But when the body is overexcited, especially with toxins and bad food, it can allow certain activities to go into overdrive, including clotting, which can produce heart attacks and strokes and other maladies to the human host. Therefore, the diminished platelet aggregation producing a normal instead of abnormal clotting system is really beneficial to the person. They also do, oh, I always forget this one. They prevent excessive vascularization, which diminishes the opportunity for atherosclerosis and hypertension. They are anti-angiogenic. In fact, all the G-bombs are anti-angiogenic. Angiogenesis is growing new blood vessels from old. And there are occasions where we want that to happen. When children are growing, they need some blood vessels to grow, to allow more tissue, to lengthen bones, ligaments. You get the picture. When you have surgery or you injure yourself, you need that area to repair itself. So you're going to need some growth of new blood vessels. So I am not saying the ability to repair yourself is limited. What I'm saying is an overdrive of angiogenesis, which occurs to a lot of people in this country based, once again, on bad diet and toxin exposure. Then when that occurs, they have atherosclerotic heart disease, they develop visceral fat. The visceral fat can invade organs of the abdomen, even so far as the heart, and cause malfunction and malady to occur, and certainly increases incidence for cancer. So onions does the reverse. It doesn't diminish healing, but it does. It's an excellent cancer prevention, cancer remission, cancer overcoming cancer, if you will, and works beautifully in conjunction with the rest of the G-bombs. So that takes us to mushrooms. And mushrooms are fungi. Can you believe anybody's telling you to eat a fungus? Well, you want safe mushrooms, and mushrooms all sorts, all different kinds is a really good idea. I actually have found some different ways of finding mushrooms that I can enjoy a vast variety of them. Mushrooms okay, I'm now stealing from a lecture of Dr. Joel Fuhrman. He says that mushrooms say, no way, Jose, you are not going to put cancer on this body. Mushrooms have a unique ability. They have a type of lectin in them that senses cancer cells. Some cancer cells have a pebbly surface, and this lectin actually prevents the cell from multiplying or reduplicating, and at the same time notifies killer T cells in the immune system, there's a bad guy here, you need to come take it out. And then the appropriately activated killer T cells help to get rid of the cancer cell. So mushrooms are instrumental in preventing tumor formation and migration and proliferation of cancer cells. So other products associated with mushrooms, they're not only angiogenic, anti-cancer, they're anti-inflammatory, they produce inhibitors of aromatase. Now, aromatase is an enzyme the body will make, and it depends on pathways of stimulation on how much you will make. And in an unhealthy person with a poor diet, you can have an increase in aromatase production. Aromatase is instrumental in increasing estrogens, and estrogens increase cellular proliferation and cancer risk. So this is one nutrient that's fabulous in that it inhibits aromatase formation. It inhibits inflammation, as I already indicated, inhibits proliferation. So eating up, any mushroom. I mean, what's really interesting to me is that I've read things where they say you need reishi mushrooms or you need exotic mushrooms from the Far East, but really even our common everyday mushrooms are anti-cancer. But as with everything, it is a great idea to be able to enjoy a variety of different mushrooms. It is a good idea to have a variety of greens, a variety of vegetables, a variety of fruits, a variety of nuts and seeds, a variety of onions. You know, I love red onions because they are known for the quercetin, which is highly anti-inflammatory and can help people with arthritis. But I also love those scallions and green onions. You get all of the effects of the onion and greens all wrapped into one thing. Isn't that wonderful? A diversity of mushrooms. It just provides you with a greater diversity and protection against cancer. So there are sometimes places where you can buy a variety of them. You can buy frozen, fresh, you can buy dried. All of it works. It all works. Now, I do have a caveat on mushrooms. Raw mushrooms contain agaritine, and agaritine, at least in animal studies, is considered a potential carcinogen. But if you cook the mushroom first, it diminishes or eliminates the agaritine that you will ingest. Now, mushrooms themselves are so effective at stopping cancer in its tracks that agaritine or not, it's a good idea. But it's a better idea to, water saute a few mushrooms to throw on your salad rather than using the raw mushrooms. And it's very easy and possible to do that. So there you go. That's it for this little video. You can see that there is a combined effect going on here. Angiogenesis, anti-aromatase, anti-estrogenic, anti-diminished cancer, anti-proliferation, anti-bacterial, viral, fungal. My goodness, what do these agents not have? And both of these agents, the onions and the mushrooms, are very healthy for the microbiome. So that's it for now. Remember, this is all about you. So you take best care of you. I hope some of this has helped you in some way, fashion, or form. And this is Nurse Mary Jo saying goodbye for now. Talk to you soon.